What's up, everyone? Welcome to Bench with the Tovar Brothers. We are the Tovar Brothers. Joey here, joined by my brother Angel. Over there hitting the air drums.
Still don't know this song's name.
Is there anything more fun than hitting the air drums, though?
Right? Yeah. I mean, air drums, then you get the electric guitar.
Isn't that funny how we always cross it? Like, this is so much harder than, like...
Yeah.
And then you cross it for no reason?
All right, we are drastically off course.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Bench with the Tovar Brothers. This is episode number 71.
71.
Here Friday night we're recording, so this is technically Friday's episode, but we'll take the weekend to gather our bench warmers around this episode number 71.
Yeah, 71.
And it's the last episode of this great 2023. We have nothing to cheers. I don't have my cigar, nothing.
Oh, yeah. No, we don't, but cheers to a great year.
And that is what New Year's is growing up. You just don't give a crap.
Oh, getting older.
Yeah.
Mean. Yeah, it's just another day. I have bills
are
still due, no matter what the day is. I just have to go to work the next day.
Yeah, if you're gearing up for a party, man, go enjoy yourself, all that. But I'll just say, speaking from my own experience, I year after year, I just care less.
Like, for instance, we'll just prep behind the curtain here. What are we doing on New Year's?
I'm working.
We're working. We're
Yeah.
working until past midnight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, be working, and then probably going to sleep. Driving home in the morning, and my highlight will be getting home.
We're strippers if you didn't get we work at nighttime.
Okay.
We're working, though.
I feel like I need to clarify now. I'm not a stripper. I'm actually...
Escort.
Okay.
Men of the night.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not going to tell you what I am, but I'm not those things.
Got my penicillin right here.
What? On this episode, we're going to get into the news, Friday's questions, Sunday's answers, game picks for week number 17. I have 16 here. We're going into week number 17. I feel like every time that number gets bigger, the sad music in my head gets louder because it's truly a sad thing that football is going to be winding down here. College football is winding down. And don't get me wrong. I love my Dodgers. I love baseball. And I'm probably going to get into basketball, even though I'm kind of boycotting LeBron on the Lakers.
Yeah.
But football's it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Like, for your team, you're going to see in the playoffs. I'm just being grateful. We're gonna see Jared. We'll get to this later, but like,
I feel like the offseason is gonna be very much centered around your team,
as it always should be. As it should be.
The Broncos might be in a headline or two.
We're not a team that likes to win games. We like to win off seasons.
Yeah, I mean, you won off season as far as like headlines,
and the season before that.
And I feel like you guys are
2-0.
You guys are really gearing up now for the offseason.
Yeah,
Sean Payton said offseason's coming.
It's that third time around.
Let's get into gear here.
Yeah,
it's the offseason.
Third gear.
Yep. Jesus.
Sorry.
Anyway, so game picks for week number 17. We'll get into that and so much more. If you're following us here on YouTube, thanks so much for joining the show. If it's your first time watching, welcome. Welcome to Bench with the Tovar Brothers.
What's up? What's going
on? Like we said, as the season ends, make sure you're subscribed so that you can keep up with the show when you're there, just desperate for some football content.
Yes.
You can always turn us on. So make sure you like the show, subscribe to the channel. And then if you're listening on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Amazon Music, make sure you subscribe on that platform.
Follow, subscribe, whatever.
Leave a review, all those different things. Thanks for following the audio version of Bench with the Tovar Brothers. And, of course, on the socials, Instagram, X, and TikTok, search at Bench Show, spelled just like that. News, reaction, funny stuff, serious stuff, just football content going up there on those platforms all the time. And so make sure you're following on those. And housekeeping done.
Yeah.
Let's get into a little game recap because there was quite a game on Thursday night. On Thursday night, the world, the football community at least, was introduced to the fact that there's a storm a brewing in Ohio.
Yeah. It's brown.
Yeah. There's there's some magic happening in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And
truly,
Santa has come in the form of Joe Flacco.
He is Santa. He's the Tooth Fairy.
He's everything.
He is. Yes.
Joe Flacco is turning back the clock, balling out, and I'm just going to cut right to it. Has these Browns fans, has this Brown team thinking Super Bowl
Did you see
run.
Did you see that clip of Zendarius Smith going up to him like, take us to the Super Bowl? That's what they feel like because they've been like begging for a quarterback.
Yeah.
Now they got one. Like, we can do this thing now. We can actually make the Super Bowl and win the whole thing.
The Browns blow out the Jets on Thursday Night Football. The Jets, obviously, dumpster fire. We'll see you next year.
Yeah.
How you doing? Keep it moving. Even though Garrett Wilson, 1,000-yard season again. How? I don't know. But 1,000-yard season.
I mean, Robert Saleh was definitely trying to stop that from happening.
Yeah. I mean, 31st ranked offense. Good for you, Garrett Wilson.
And shout out to Nathaniel Hackett for
what?
Just for giving every average guy a chance. Like, look, even if never mind, I'm gonna get really mean and
oh yeah, I knew that was gonna be actually nice.
Yeah, no. He had a job for somehow. He's gotten fired somehow.
Yeah,
and he'll probably keep his job somehow.
Well, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
because
he's Aaron Rodgers.
But there, I mean, let's be positive here. There's a couple bright spots here. Garrett Wilson looks pretty good.
Breece Hall looks
fully healthy. Made it through the season fully healthy and looks great.
He reminds me of like when I saw clips of like Curtis Martin. I know it's on the Jets, but like big guy, soft hands, can run in between the tackles. Him and Garrett Wilson, those two are pillars for that Jets offense for the future. That's fantastic.
Offensive line needs work, but defensively, Sauce Gardner, prove it year. Check.
DJ Reed, check.
He's the real deal.
Quentin Williams, check.
Yep.
Yeah.
They look good. And they look like they have some pieces going into next year. So we'll see you next year, Jets. But we want to talk Browns because
yes,
the most dangerous thing is I don't want to say not talented because it's a very talented team.
A team that's talented with nothing to lose.
An underdog with some confidence because that's what they are right now.
Yeah.
They are so injured. Right tackle, left tackle.
Right tackle, left tackle. Safety, quarterback, wide out,
all-world running back.
Yep. Linebacker.
Yep.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I mean, they're just injured all over the place. And yet here they are at 10-5, 11-5. No, 11. Yeah. They're 11-5. 11 wins for this Browns team. And they lost Watson and Chubb early.
Yep.
So this is a legit miracle.
Yep.
Like, this isn't like the year when the Eagles won all those games. Well, Carson Wentz played, 15 games.
No, this is
backups all the way.
Yeah, this is backups, and they're just doing it. That they always say next man up. They're really proving like this. This is a science. Their next man up is legitimately working,
and they made it work with different quarterbacks for a couple. There's the DTR, there's the PJ Walker, right? But now this man Joe Flacco walks in
off the couch,
right off the couch,
wiping off the baby formula because he has kids at home.
Just a family man now, and he is wearing sweats and hoodies to the game with some jogger shoes, right? All right. Guess I'll go play quarterback for the Browns.
Every dude in America, average dad's like, if Flacco could do this, I can do this, baby. Like,
Flacco's a rare talent, man. I mean, it's so fun to see because he's turning back the clock. This is old Joe Flacco, and young Joe Flacco was always known for his playoff acumen, for his playoff confidence.
Stoic, kind of non-shaken, unshaken
just
demeanor.
A dog in the playoffs. And here he is, an old man. His beard is more than halfway gray now.
Kind of cool, though.
And he's just slinging it. He's flipping the hips. He's throwing to backup tight ends and Jerome Ford. And I mean, Amari Cooper didn't even play.
No.
Elijah Moore got knocked out. Other than that, I don't think you have a receiver who's been in the league longer than 3 years.
No. And Njoku.
And David Njoku.
Yeah, and David Njoku, yeah.
Half his face is burned off.
Yeah.
And he's still making. I mean, it's just this team is just riddled with underdogs and just they're doing it. This defense is playing well. And let me ask you, all that to say this, or to ask you this. Are they Super Bowl contenders?
Yes.
For real?
Yeah, I have no doubt. Zero.
Okay, so the next question is this. What happens to this league if the Browns come in and win a Super Bowl in a year where, yes, there's a lot of injuries, but Mahomes is healthy. Josh Allen's healthy.
Yep.
Lamar Jackson's going to win the MVP, and he's healthy. The Niners are what they are. The Eagles are struggling, but okay. I mean, there's not like there's a bunch of scrubs in this league right now.
No, there's some dogs in this
And yet it's not crazy to say that the Browns could win a Super Bowl.
It's not crazy to think that they can beat the Ravens, that they can beat the Niners. No, I have full confidence in them because that defense. The defense is phenomenal.
Let's get into some numbers.
Yeah.
Some numbers? The only quarterback to throw for 300 yards and multiple touchdowns in 4 consecutive games this year is the Browns' Joe Flacco. They're now 4-1 with him, and he is a plus 100 to win the Comeback Player of the Year. His 13 touchdowns in 5 games is as much or more than the Giants, Panthers, Titans, Steelers, and Jets. Shame on those teams. Wow, Joe Flacco.
Yeah. Yeah. And half those teams could have had Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Also pretty bad.
Oh, God. That's one of the most frustrating things of the year.
Yep.
But, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I need to see from this team to make me believe in them because Joe Flacco's not the only underdog on offense. Jerome Ford was No one thought.
No.
They thought he was going to lose. He was going to lose his job to Kareem Hunt.
And to Kareem Hunt's credit, much like Flacco, just wasn't signed, got on the team. Now he's just an asset.
It's
crazy.
Those three in the backfield together is just laughable to me.
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt, Joe Flacco, and Jerome Ford. I mean, it's just
back there.
But they're getting it done.
Getting it done.
Getting it done. They need Amari Cooper back, I think, healthy.
Yeah.
And they need that. I think they're going to need Elijah Moore back healthy and need some guys to step up in that wide receiver core.
But defensively, that's their bread and butter.
Yeah.
Yep. Led by Myles Garrett. That secondary that just locks up wideouts. It makes it so much easier to call plays if you have three cornerbacks who can lock up. Yeah. I'm all in. I am on the train. I'm wearing the hat. I am on the hype train all the way. Brownies, baby. Because the AFC's not. I mean, the Chiefs aren't. They've shown their holes. Bengals, Texans, Colts. You could see them losing to like Cleveland. So yeah.
This Browns defense can travel. That's the thing too, because they're probably going to finish 5 seed unless they could still get the number 1 seed and catch the Ravens.
Yeah.
But on the road, is there a defense quarterback combo you're more confident that's not going to get rattled than Flacco and the Browns defense? No,
which is crazy.
You feel good about it.
Yeah. Shout out to the Browns, man, and Browns fans who are finally can believe in a team.
God, I love football.
Yeah, football just gives you storylines that you didn't even expect.
Right now, if the season ended, Ravens Browns.
Please let that happen, NFL gods, football gods. We bow to you.
I love it.
Please let it happen. Browns, Ravens in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's get into the news heading into week number 17. Yes, I did say week number 17. Hope you're enjoying football because soon it will not be here. So make sure you're catching every single game. And many of you took that advice to heart on Christmas Day and turned on a football game, not a basketball game.
The first time ever. God. Yeah, it wasn't even close.
Did you watch a single minute of basketball? I didn't have any
thought to put on the Laker game or the Nuggets game because I'm like, no, there's football on.
Most viewed basketball game of the day was the Celtics-Lakers. 5 million people tuned in. I'm a little bit ashamed to say I wasn't one of them. I love the Lakers.
Football was on.
But football was on. 5 million watched the Lakers-Celtics. The lowest viewed football game was 27 million.
Oh, my God.
And that was the Ravens-Niners, which is kind of funny. That was the lowest one. But
either way.
It is what it is. 22 million more watched football. I mean, football has taken over Christmas Day now. They now own Thanksgiving and Christmas.
It's taking over North America. I don't know if there's like soccer in Europe is this big. I imagine it's like this now. It's getting comparable to like soccer in Europe, football in North America because everyone watched football now. Every single person.
I was thinking this the other day. I wonder because you know how the NFL is making this push to be like a global sport. Right?
NFL Europe, NFL,
right? Just like the NBA did a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I wonder if the NBA in making the NBA such a global sport made Americans feel like it wasn't as much theirs anymore. When the NFL is very much America's sport.
American football. That's what
it's just American football. Like basketball's played everywhere else, baseball's played everywhere else. Football pretty much
North America.
In the States.
I'm sure there's some terrible football in Europe. I won't say which country.
Well, we'll see when those flag football
Olympics come in. Good luck, China.
I cannot wait to see.
We're about to kick some ass, baby.
Well, we'll see who plays for China. I mean, there's some
dogs.
There's some Chinese
some fast cats.
Descendants in the NFL, maybe.
The quick stuff.
What? In the NFL. Yeah, you're not hearing where I'm saying.
No. I'm all caught up in patriotism.
That's what that is?
Yes. So beat everyone in the country.
I'm saying, let's not assume everyone in the NFL is going to play for America.
Oh, that makes sense. Yep. Okay.
Ask Rashard Mendenhall. He's all about dividing the races.
Yeah, let's divide, and this will bring us together because we divided. That's
moving on.
Shout out to Mendenhall.
This story is as a father, it's just funny to me. Bengals offensive tackle Orlando Brown Jr. is committed to the cause.
Mm-hmm.
Committed to the cause of bringing the Bengals to a Super Bowl or at least to the playoffs. He missed the birth of his son last Saturday. You didn't even miss work, but he missed the birth of his son for to lose to the Steelers last week. He said, "For me, it's important to be there with my guys in Pittsburgh and be out there with them." His wife Holly's water broke. Shout out to Holly.
Holly, what's up, Holly?
Hey, atta girl, Holly. Her water broke Saturday morning, hours before the game, and he chose to stay and play with the team. Now, I mean, obviously, let's just assume He's on the same page as his wife, right?
Yeah.
And wife's cool with this.
Hey, babe, I'm gonna go to the football game instead of being there for my child's birth.
Okay, so I think I know the answer to the question.
I don't know.
Is this something you're doing?
I don't know. I probably not.
Because it's a big game. It's not the biggest game.
Well, this just depends on if your wife, if my wife is cool with it, and I'm like, I'll do it. I'll go.
So your wife's cool with it, you're doing it. I don't think I'm doing it even if my wife was cool with it.
I would try to do both. I think I would just be
No. You're doing one. Because that situation was in. Before the game, he knew my wife's in labor. Am I putting on these pants? Or am I putting these pants in the suitcase and getting on the plane? And he made the choice of, let's pad up, baby.
Nah, fuck it. I'm padding up.
Let's pad up.
Shout
out to Leonard Brown, but hey, shout out to Holly, man.
Yeah, Holly holding it down for the family.
Yeah, I love it. Travis Kelce got a lot of flack for becoming Mr. Pfizer.
Mr. Pfizer.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think some light was shed as to why he did that.
Okay.
They paid that man, allegedly, $20 million to shoot that commercial and be Mr. Pfizer and go basically.
Just like just the face that he did. I don't know what face.
Here's the thing. His salary this year, $14 million. He made more in that commercial than the Chiefs are paying him.
I mean, let's see. Selling your soul for $20 million is
not
crazy.
Selling his soul. Whatever you feel about Pfizer, would you do $20 million for that to shoot that commercial? You absolutely would. Yeah, you absolutely would, and you'd have a Bud Light in your hand. You would do Bud Light and Pfizer.
What did Bud Light get in this thing?
Because I'm saying you would completely sell out for $20 million.
No, I wouldn't.
False.
If I'm Travis Kelce, I'll find a way to make that money some other way.
How many ways do you think there is to make $20 million?
If you're Travis Kelce, a lot of ways. You're Travis Kelce.
I don't believe you. But yeah, shout out Travis Kelce.
Luckily enough, we'll never find out the answer to the question because I'll never be Travis Kelce.
Never find out. The NFL released the finalists for the Hall of Fame 2024. Okay?
Oh, yeah. I saw
This is always tough because a lot of people don't get in, right? Only 5 make it from the list. And I'm going to read you a list. I want you to give me 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, how many are you going to read me? Like numbers wise?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 15.
Oh, shit. Okay, go ahead.
So 1 out of every 3 you could get.
Oh, God.
Antonio Gates, tight end. I mean.
And Gates is pretty.
Do you have the list in front of you?
No. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, pull up the list because it might be hard to get those together. Yep. I'll read them, and then you tell me what 5 you got, okay? Antonio Gates, Reggie Wayne, Dwight Freeney, Jari Evans, Willie Anderson, Devin Hester, I know that's your boy, Fred Taylor, Torrey Holt, Andre Johnson, famous for beating the crap out of Cortland Finnegan.
What's up, Cortland?
Patrick Willis, just
a dog.
Julius Peppers, who I think just stopped playing last week. Jared Allen, Rodney Harrison, Eric Allen, and Darren Woodson. Those are the Hall of Fame finalists for 2024.
Okay.
Give me your 5. Listen, it's okay if you go heavy on pass rusher because it was the age of the pass rusher.
I'm holding records here, a lot of records here. I'm putting Gates in.
Antonio Gates in. Okay. Tight end, I'm going to go with that.
Dwight Freeney.
Yes.
Easily.
Oh, that spin move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard. Julius Peppers. I'm putting him in.
Yeah.
He's literally.
It was the age of the pass rusher.
Yeah,
the great pass rusher.
Yeah. I'm putting Torrey Holden. He belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
How much is that for?
That's 4.
I'm not putting Rodney Harrison in any Hall of Fame.
Heck no.
No. Sorry, Rodney.
Yeah.
Moron. I know Jari Evans is going to get into it.
This went so hard at
No, I don't like him at all.
I don't like him either. But
I don't like him at all. I'm going to put I'm going to put Jared Allen in there.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, Jared Allen has to make it too. And I'm taking out Torrey Holt, and I'm putting in Devin Hester. I mean, Devin Hester is the best turnman of all time.
This is a tough one.
But yeah, this is very tough.
And also, we're getting old because we've seen all these players play. Except for
luckily enough, these are still the players of my childhood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These are not the play like when
got some Madden legends in this thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, favorite player you remember from Madden?
Devin Hester. I mean, Devin Hester's pretty fun in Madden. Tony Gates was awesome.
Dwight Freeney was fun in Madden. Just to line up on that edge.
Yeah, just to try to
Just spin move every single time.
Spin, circle. Yep, for sure.
But shout out to these guys for at least making the list. I think eventually most of these guys will get in.
Yeah. I mean, maybe for not first ballot, but guys like Reggie Wayne will get in. Obviously, Hester should get in at some point. So
yes.
yeah.
We got a couple minutes here, and we're gonna move to really the topic that everyone's talking about, the topic of the day, the story of the day, of the week. And that is Russell Wilson, your Denver Broncos, back in the news again. And all the drama going off there. Let's outline it, and then let's talk about it, okay? It was announced that, I think last time we had a show, we talked about, hey, keep an eye on this. Mm-hmm. And I think literally an hour after we released the show,
of course,
it all came out that Russell Wilson's getting benched. Jared Stidham's going to start. And it was quiet for about a day, and then Russell Wilson hit the mics, and Sean Payton hit the mics. And all hell has broken loose. It's getting ugly. It's getting petty. And I'm here for it. Russell Wilson today said that after the Broncos after the Broncos beat the Chiefs for the first time since 2015, he was approached to adjust his salary guarantee in his contract. Explain what that is.
So if he were to get hurt this season, a $39 million plus would be added to his salary for next year that you cannot cancel out because he got hurt. That's an injury. What would we call that?
Like a settlement?
Not settlement, like
insurance.
An injury guarantee.
Yeah.
Like if you get hurt, you're still getting paid.
Okay, so he was asked to forego that, to wipe that away from his contract.
Which is nuts.
Which is crazy. Hey, $39 million? You need to get rid of that.
You don't want that.
Okay. And if he didn't, he would be benched for the rest of the year. The Broncos went on to go on quite a run after that.
Yep.
And he played pretty well the whole time. Mm-hmm. And so that benching was postponed a little bit, but now he's been benched, and it's all coming out. Wilson has a $37 million, kind of what we were saying before, the $37 million that would be he would get if he was injured. And so basically to avoid injury, they're sitting him for these 2 games. I mean, speak to us as a Bronco fan. Is this just like roll your eyes? Like, come on.
Okay, okay. First off, we haven't beaten the Chiefs in like 14 tries. And then to beat them, just to know that behind the scenes, Sean Payton.
That's what happened right after?
Sean Payton saying, like, you know what, we don't. That's
where his mind was. Oh.
Yeah, his mind wasn't like, oh, the Broncos country has been dying to beat the Chiefs for such a long time. This means so much to them. Let's let them enjoy. No, you were saying, hey, Russell, can you please knock off this injury settlement, please?
Yeah.
I'm glad Russell said no, because it's a stupid thing to do.
Yeah.
Also, I saw this on someone's podcast. This is why you don't take deals for NFL teams, because they'll screw you over.
Yeah.
Because you think that the Broncos would would do the opposite for Russell Wilson? No. If this wasn't there and Russ came to them, can I get $37 million and just in case I get hurt? Do you think they're doing that? No.
Laugh him off the building.
God, no.
Yeah, I mean, to ask him. So I read an article about kind of went into this. It got pretty bad behind closed doors. Like Russ, they asked him repeatedly. They threatened him repeatedly to sit him. They had to get the Players Association mixed in here. And finally, the team came back and said, listen, we're not going to make you, but we might make decisions later for the team's best interest. And basically kind of like backhanded threat. And now here we are. The season's basically over. And they said, screw it. 2 weeks left. If we look like the bad guy, then we look like the bad guy, but we're still going to sit him. It's a messed up approach. It's a kind of a thug approach.
It's a bully.
Yeah, it's trying kind of a bully approach. Not great for free agency, you got to imagine.
No, because then you're like, well, you going to do it to me next year?
This is the quarterback who has 26 touchdowns, right, and 9 interceptions, something like that?
28, 8, something like that.
Yeah. So it's a quarterback who's played really well.
Yeah.
And he's going to be bullied like this. It just can't like speak well for like a Justin Fields or a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Like those kind of guys aren't going to be like, oh, yeah, let's go to the Broncos.
Yeah, it's not like normal. And it's very like, he's just, it's like you're losing track. Like we were on a playoff run and that wasn't your main focus. Your main focus was, how do I get Russell to get this out of his contract? That's so disappointing as a Bronco fan to know that behind closed doors on this run, you weren't all on board with this team. This team was, but the head coach wasn't.
Yeah.
And you wonder why it fell apart.
Yeah. And he specifically mentioned in his little speech Sean Payton did last year's starters, basically the guys who aren't my guys.
Yep.
And how there's going to be a turnover. And it's like, is this what you were thinking about all year? About how you can't wait to get your guys on the field? You can't wait to get your team on the field? And here they are. These teams just, in the season where they lost 70 points feels like forever ago because his team has played so well.
Yep.
And that's where the head coach was. It just sucks that this is how this is ending. Because they're still could make the playoffs.
We can still win the AFC West, dude.
If you win out, I think you have like a pretty high percentage.
Yeah, it's just sucks that like another distraction. You scare me. Another distraction to this team, like another one. When we were just getting the vibes right, we weren't a laughing stock. It's just frustrating as hell.
Yeah, you thought you were going to go into a clean offseason.
Like, okay, we have Russell Wilson. He's getting back to what he used to be. If not, he's still at least
even if
solid.
he wasn't coming back, just don't bring him back. Cut him before March 17th or whatever it is. Because next year, I think if you keep him on, it's like a $45 million cap hit.
And now every player isn't going to be asked, hey, how you going to win these 2 games? They're going to ask, oh, so what's your take on the Russell Wilson thing?
Yep. Yeah, so it's just looking rough in Denver. It sucks to see, but it's going to be great drama in the offseason.
Okay, so they cut Russell Wilson. They're going to cut him.
Oh, he's gone.
Where would you want to see him?
Right now, the betting odds is for him to go to the Patriots. That's the best odds. Patriots, and I've also seen Vikings. Where I would want to see him go, I think the Falcons would be fun.
He's not in the backup stage now, is he?
No, I think he's just above the Geno Smith tier.
Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff.
Yeah, exactly. Those guys. No, Jared Goff stinks a little bit, but yeah. That's what I'd put. I think he's definitely a starter still. I mean, look at the numbers he's putting up.
Yeah.
In an offense that was designed for a Pee Wee football league. Like, they've been doing nothing creative.
So basic. Yeah. Yeah, I saw, I keep blanking out who's telling these thoughts. But anyways, for years and years and years, Sean Payton's whole offense was like, this is very creative. A bunch of screens. It's very like personnel driven. It's very like unique looks. If you watch any Bronco game, they have like 8 looks, like form eye.
Yeah.
Single back left, single back right, shotgun, and then that's it.
I mean, winning will cure all next year. So Sean Payton, if this works and Sean Payton gets his team on the field and they're winning, a lot of Bronco fans even will forget about this.
Yeah, this just screams Sean Payton went into this job for the job and not for Russell Wilson.
Right.
Yeah, he's like, exactly. I'm getting paid a lot. I'm not gonna.
I mean, whatever, but we'll see how it plays out. Honestly,
it just doesn't look well for Sean Payton.
Right.
Yeah.
At the end of the press conference today, Sean Payton, I thought this was hilarious. Thanked the media for wishing him happy birthday, even though not a single one of them did. Just kind of sarcastically, like, "Oh, thanks for wishing happy birthday."
Sorry, Sean. God, Sean.
This guy, man, he's just a petty old man now.
It's my way or the highway. He's much more Belichick than people like to think.
Yeah.
He's very but I mean, if he wins, then he wins.
That's what I'm saying. If he's a good ball coach,
then they'll put up with all the nonsense. But
yeah,
it's not going to be Russell Wilson is not touching the field. They might make him an emergency. I think they said he's a backup quarterback.
Yeah,
but
we'll see.
Stidham
will have to be dead to come off that field.
Shout out to Jared Stidham. He's like, I'm just happy to be here.
He's gonna sling it. He's gonna sling it.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break. Then we'll come back with Friday's questions, Sunday's answers, and much more on Russell Wilson. Just kidding.
No.
Okay, we're back with Friday's questions, Sunday's answers, going into week number 17. Why don't you get us started?
Okay. Friday's questions, Sunday's answers. Can the Dolphins pull the upset and beat the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore?
This is a battle for the number 1 seed.
Ravens are favored by 3, so Vegas already has it as a close game.
Yeah.
It's in Baltimore. Dolphins office coming off a huge win against Dallas Cowboys. Their whole thing the whole year.
Yep.
Can they beat a good team?
Yep.
They just did. Cowboys are a good team. That's been proven, okay? Now they're facing a team that just beat the 49ers, who a week ago were just said we're smart as the best team in football.
Yes.
Okay, so if the Dolphins can keep this going and beat this Baltimore Ravens team that looked phenomenal, all these questions about can they beat a good team should be out the window.
Oh, they have to be.
Yes. This has got to be their. This is like the Dolphins' first playoff game is this week because they're already in the playoffs. But this is just to prove to everybody we can beat the best of the best in Baltimore. If you beat Baltimore in Baltimore,
I mean, yeah,
there's no more questions to be asked.
Yeah, you have to forget about the rest of the season and all the questions because Dallas, Baltimore, back-to-back wins is as good as anyone's back-to-back wins this year.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, for sure. And then, so what are the number 1 seed implications for it? They would tie records, I think.
Okay, so currently, Ravens, Dolphins, 1 and 2. Okay,
yeah.
12 wins for Baltimore, 11 for Miami. The Browns at 11 wins already. So this is just basically for 1 and 2.
Yeah.
The Browns can sneak into 2, obviously.
That's wild.
But I mean, this is basically the top 2 teams in the AFC.
So Browns are big Raven fans tomorrow.
Yeah, Browns are big.
Or this weekend.
No. Yeah. Browns are big Dolphins fans. That way they can get the first round bye. Because if Browns win, Browns have already won, and Ravens lose, they have the same record.
Right.
Going into week 18.
Playing each other.
Are they playing each other?
No.
No, they're not.
I don't know. Let me check. Sorry. Sorry.
But either way, this is huge playoff. And as much as we were very anti-Dolphins kind of the whole year.
They did it to themselves.
Because they couldn't beat good teams, got blown out by the Buffalo Bills and by other teams. And now they just beat a good Cowboys team going in Baltimore, underdogs. This is just it's probably game of the week for me because might decide who's going to the freaking Super Bowl. Right now, it's just kind of 3 top dogs in the AFC for me: Browns, Dolphins, and Baltimore Ravens. I mean, you're the Bills guy, so maybe the Bills sneak in there.
Bills are definitely up there.
Yeah, but like still, it's just what a great game. I cannot freaking wait for this game in Baltimore. And for a team that's kind of like built on finesse, speed, I want to see this team keep up physically with this Ravens team who punch you in the mouth. And look what they just did to the
the Ravens
to the 49ers.
bullied the bully last week.
Yeah.
In the 49ers. And yeah, this I mean, even from the coach down, no one thinks of this team, the Dolphins, and thinks, what a tough team.
Tough guy, yeah.
You know, but so, I mean, let that motivate you. You get the Ravens coming in here, and if you punk them, they are a great rushing team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you come in here, run the ball all over them, let Tyreek Hill's going to play. Waddle won't, but Tyreek Hill will play. And Tua, I mean,
yeah,
you'll wipe away a lot of storylines, man.
So my question is, can the Dolphins pull the upset and prove everybody wrong, including this show, us too?
Yeah, they will prove us wrong because I don't think they can. I don't think they will. I think the Ravens are going to destroy them.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Ravens are so good. I think they're so tough. They're so physical.
I think this is the reason why it's only 3 because I think after that big win last week, there might be kind of a
I'm saying it's over the It was over the Cowboys, which not taking it's a great win.
The Ravens win. We have a big win like that. Yeah.
No, I'm saying I think the 3 differential is a little bit generous to the Dolphins because they just beat the Cowboys. Even though the Cowboys are very similar to the Dolphins in that they'll just disappear.
But they're
against good teams at some point still. I'm saying they have the same questions about playing good teams.
Yeah.
The Ravens don't.
No.
The Ravens don't have those questions. The Ravens are going to show up no matter who's there.
No.
And I don't think they're going to be able to keep with the Ravens. I hope it's a good game because
we'll find out Sunday.
Yeah.
I freaking can't. This is going to be on. I know we do Sunday Ticket a lot. This is about to be.
Yes. I mean, you have to imagine this was going to be on a major network though, right? I mean, Ravens.
It's by
CBS.
It's by Romo Nance calling it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Because it's AFC.
Great
CBS.
Yeah. That's the AFC big game. The very similar game going on in the NFC, and that's what I'll ask about here. And this is my question: when you look at this Lions-Cowboys game, we've had one question about the Lions all year. What is it? You know. What's our biggest question regarding the Lions all year? Defense.
Defense.
Can the Lions' defense hold up against a Super Bowl caliber offense? Because that's what we need to know in the playoffs, right? Mm-hmm. That's what we talked about. When they play the Eagles, the Niners, the Cowboys, whoever that team is, this great offense, can this defense hold up then? Can Brian Branch play, older than he is? Can Hutchinson be that dog?
Yeah.
Are these kind of like overachieving guys in the middle of that defense going to hold up? And this Cowboy offense is elite. I don't care. I mean, I saw a report that Dak's looking like getting paid $55 to $60 million a year, and he's earned every bit of it.
Because of this season he's having,
Yeah, he's chucking all over the field. They are 6th in passing yards, 12th in rushing yards, and Pollard has not had a good year.
No, I don't think he's even not a great year. I won't say anything else.
Points scored, they're second. 30 points a game. Yep. I mean, this offense is balling. Dak Prescott's going to throw for 4,000 yards. 30 touchdowns, first in the NFL, just 7 interceptions, 68% completion percentage. I mean, 260 yards a game. He is balling. And CeeDee Lamb has taken that step where he's one of the best receivers in the NFL now, right? Consistently.
Yeah.
110 catches, that's first in the NFL, 150 targets, just getting fed the ball, 1,400 yards. I mean, 94 yards a game. This duo is elite, and this offense is elite, and I want to see, all right, Lions defense. This is what we were worried about.
Teams like
this.
Yeah. NFC teams that are going to come in there and just chuck it.
Yeah.
Spread you out and say, we're going to throw it on you or run it. Yeah.
Lions defensive stats this year against the rush, they're very good. They're 4th against the rush.
Yeah.
But like we said, that's not where the Cowboys are trying to beat you. They're trying to beat you through the air. And Lions through the air this year ranked 23rd. And they're 24th in the league against the pass. I want to see it. I want to see, okay, is this the Achilles heel that we think it is?
Yeah.
When it comes to the Lions.
And they're going to be tested for sure.
Is Dak just going to carve them up? They're pissed. They lost. They got embarrassed last week, right?
Yeah,
by the Dolphins. Yeah. I mean, they need to win this game. They're in the hunt here for still a number 1 seed, still the NFC East. Like, they have everything to play for.
Yeah.
So you're going to get the best motivated version of the Cowboys. And I want to see.
Yeah. I mean, and the Cowboys' defense can be had too, but that's not the question. But the Lions, like, this kind of smells like a shootout to me.
Yeah. And
what the Lions, if they don't, like, obviously they're not going to shut down the Cowboys. But I just want to know, can you create turnovers? Can you cause chaos? That'll get you to the freaking Super Bowl if you can do those things. Maybe you can't put up the stats at the Browns. Obviously, you can't
make
do
plays.
That.
Yeah.
Can you make plays?
Can Hutchinson get in there for the strip sack?
That's all we want to see.
Yep.
Like, can you get to the level where your bend don't break, we get turnovers? Because that'll win you a Super Bowl if you could do that. If you're that defense, you're not as talented as everybody else, but you can make chaos happen. So what a fantastic game to pair with the Ravens-Dolphins game.
And listen, we're nice. We're very kind to the Lions. We've sung their praises. We celebrated their divisional title. But can we say now that because Coach Campbell was doing some victory laps on Jahmyr Gibbs last week, everyone was down that pick, and it was a great pick. He's had a good year. I still kind of doubt the pick.
Yeah.
But can we say that Jack Campbell was a terrible pick?
Yeah. I don't think he's a full-time starter.
He's not a starter or a full-time player.
Yeah.
I mean, the cornerbacks that were there and what their secondary is.
Might be celebrating a little too fast. Yeah. Like, you haven't won anything yet.
Yeah. I mean, I think David Montgomery's been fine. You still don't need Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't care how good he's played.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Gibbs is very
imagine a Porter on this team, a Joey Porter Jr. on this team.
Yeah.
Or some of these defensive studs that we've seen.
I think you're discounting how much he has helped this offense. He's very good.
Well, see, that's the problem, though. That's the argument people make. Like, well, Gibbs is very good. No one ever thought he wasn't going to be good.
Yeah.
It's about value of where you took him. And, like, he could have been had at the end of the round. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm not going to go to Gibbs, because whatever. But Jack Campbell in the middle of that first round.
You're still giving them.
This is the kind of game where I think, like, that pick is going to kill you.
Yeah.
Because you could have used a stud in the secondary. You got lucky with Brian Branch.
Yep.
But the cornerbacks that were available, Christian Gonzalez, was he there? Maybe not. But these cornerbacks that went in the middle of this year's draft, this is the kind of game, like, man, I wish 6'5", 250-pound, number 46, Jack Campbell wasn't out there.
Yeah, who can't catch Lamar Jackson.
Exactly. Yeah, that too. Like,
or whoever. Yeah.
So I don't know. This is what I want to see. I want to see what can this Lions defense hold, but it's a Super Bowl caliber offense, and it's gonna be a great game.
Yeah. Football's getting great. Every game matters. Playoffs started weeks ago for these teams. Some of these teams, but these two. This is kind of a playoff preview because they're gonna both be in the playoffs and they might meet each other again. This is just great. And
absolutely.
Yeah, I hope the Lions haven't done a little bit too much victory lapping so early.
Yeah.
Because they haven't won a playoff game. I'm glad your record is what it is. I'm glad you guys made the playoffs for the first time since ever or whatever. But don't get too ahead of yourself. You still have to win the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm torn it because we posted some stuff about the Lions celebrating and stuff like that. And, like, Packer fans and Bear fans and Vikings fans, they all came at him like, chill out. It's your... And, like, a part of me is like, okay, yeah, that's true because they haven't won anything.
Yeah.
But part of me is like, they also haven't won a division ever.
Yeah.
Or since 1993, whatever.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Yeah. There is a point where it's like, okay, now you got to, as a team, and I understand we won a lot, but now most teams are not celebrating like that after division titles for a reason. Yeah. Most teams are like, okay, let's go win a Super Bowl.
Yep.
If the Chiefs had won a division, they're not popping champagne like
that. No. There's also, like, first time been there. They don't really know how to, like, I don't know. I hope it's true. I hope they're actually a good team in the playoffs as well. So,
11-4 Lions and 10-5 Cowboys. So they have a real chance here to make some noise and go Lions.
Go Lions. We'll pick it later, but you already picked the Dolphins game. Who do you have here?
This game's in Dallas. Man,
it's a tough one.
It's a tough one. I'm gonna go Lions just because of the emotional momentum, and to me, the Cowboys feel very Dolphins, and I just don't know when. I don't know when to trust them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the Lions kind of that too, but I'm going to go Lions. And it's 50, but it's a very
I'm
even
going
game.
Dallas.
Yeah.
I'm going Dallas. I as much as I like that team, I think the defense is about to get spread apart and torn up.
Yeah, it very well could. Let's keep going down these games here. We picked the Dolphins Ravens already, right? Did you pick it?
Yeah. Oh, I picked Baltimore too. Though. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go down here. We got the 4-11 Patriots going to the 9-6 Bills. Could this be the last? Is this no? Second to last game for Bill Belichick ever.
It might be. I'm picking the Bills by a wide margin here.
Yeah,
it's a blowout.
7-8 Falcons against the 6-9 Bears. Bears could be eliminated from the playoffs this week. Who you got?
I had the Bears. This might be a little bit of a, you know what I'm saying? They come to town, get a little closer look at Justin Fields, see what it's like. Maybe talk, throw some at him to see how good his IQ is.
Yep.
This might be a little like audition for Justin Fields.
And you better believe Justin Fields knows that.
Yeah, he's not dumb. He knows that these rumors have gone around about the Falcons getting who need a quarterback, and the Bears might be in the market for a new one, and they might be selling their old one.
The Bears are making lover's eyes at all the quarterbacks out there. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, so this might be a little preview of, this is
So what are you saying? Are you saying Justin Fields goes off?
I think he goes off, and I think he impresses that Falcon staff. I think he should, but who knows? Arthur Smith might get Heineke back next year.
Love it. Okay, we're going to get the matchup that we wanted earlier in the year, just in Week 17, and that is Will Levis stepping on the field for the Titans against C.J. Stroud and the Texans. Texans still in the playoff hunt here. Who do you got?
Texans. I think Stroud reminds them of like what they were with Stroud. It feels like a long time since he's been healthy.
Feels like a long time.
But Stroud,
he's back in. I think here we have an unexpected blowout here. I'm sorry, not blowout. Shootout.
Yeah,
unexpected shootout here. Will Levis, C.J. Stroud. I think it's gonna be a fun game.
But I have Stroud proven to everybody I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm also him.
Yeah, I think eventually there'll be a point in this game where people realize like, okay, Stroud is a level.
This is why we love Stroud.
Stroud's a different tier than Levis here.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on here. The 7-8 Antonio Pierce Las Vegas Raiders playing the 8-7 Indianapolis Colts led by Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, I'll take Gardner Minshew here. Raiders, great story. Pierce probably is the head coach next year, and I don't mind it. He kind of fits the whole Raiders vibe.
Yeah.
But I'll take the Colts here.
Yeah, I think the Colts too in a close one. The Panthers at the Jaguars.
CJ Beathard. I mean, I'll take Beathard and the Jags because it's such a shit show in Carolina. But I'm not too confident in it because we don't know who Beathard is or what he can do or whatever. But,
Yeah, I mean,
we've been surprised by Becca's, this year. So, who knows?
I'm going with Beathard than the Jags as well. Not very confident, but that's more about how much I don't believe in the Panthers or that they can even put a competent football
they're pretty bad.
Game together. The 8-7 Rams at the 5-10 Giants. Tommy DeVito no more.
Rams keep rolling. Rams are my sleeper pick in the NFC, so Rams.
Love it. 3-12. I got the Rams as well. 3-12 Cardinals at the 11-4 Eagles. Real revenge game for Jonathan Gannon.
You're just not counting that the Cardinals? I think it's a close game.
I don't think it's a close game.
I think this is quietly a close game.
In the back of my mind, I think it could be because the Eagles have played so terrible last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But I think most likely it's a blow.
Yeah, I have the Eagles winning.
Get right game.
Yeah, but I think it's closer than people think.
I'm gonna go get right game. Eagles look great, and they blow them out.
Okay, well,
Kyler Murray. Let's we got some time. Yeah, let's talk about Kyler Murray a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this. I think he's played his way out of town.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't seen him do anything good since that one.
He hasn't been good, and there's the injury thing, right?
Yeah, I think that'll be the excuse. Like, oh, he was hurt, ACL, But sometimes you just have to prove your worth, and he's not really proving his worth. I know that contract's very hard to trade.
Yeah,
just because of how it's so heavy. There's so many. It's gonna take a lot of dead cap for them to trade it.
They have it.
I mean, I would trade it.
I don't think it's gonna be that hard. I think the dead cap is gonna suck, but I don't think it'll be hard to trade because just everyone's looking for that franchise quarterback. And I think a team like the Vikings, if they can't work things out with Cousins, the Falcons, if they miss out on Fields, I mean, not the Redskins, the
And
Commanders.
the Broncos apparently in the hunt
Commanders,
for,
the Broncos. These teams that don't have a top pick, but need a franchise quarterback. I think Kyler Murray is going to be on all their lists.
Yeah, so since he's been the starter this year, 6 touchdowns, 4 picks, 62%, not too great. You know, he's been up and down and all around, but I don't really doubt that he'd be back to where he once was. I think this might be just, you know, a bad. I don't know. I kind of stick up for him. I don't know why.
Here's the thing, and I want to believe for him too, but the Cardinals can't afford to take.
Oh
that
no,
chance.
I think he's out of Arizona.
Yeah, the Cardinals can't afford. They can't afford to give him that excuse. He needed to show them.
Yeah,
and for whatever reason he didn't. And you cannot say no to a Drake May or there's 5 freaking quarterbacks in this draft that are draftable. You can't say no one of those on just open a prayer that Kyler Murray's going to come back.
Yep.
When he hasn't shown you that. So yeah, I think he's out of town here too. Moving on here with the games, the Saints at 7-8 going to the Buccaneers, who could lock up the NFC South. Your little baby boy, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I'm. This is more about me not believing in Dennis Allen and Derek Carr. Yeah, no. Buccaneers are gonna solidify this. My boy Baker's about to prove everyone wrong and lock up a playoff spot.
Not to discourage the Saints, but it should be so discouraging.
Not to discourage it, but you're kind of
that in a year where half the starting quarterbacks go down. Your boy Derek Carr has been healthy all year.
Well, not healthy. He's been hurt, playing hurt.
Here he is.
Yeah, he's still playing.
Okay, he's playing. He hasn't missed like half the year. You know what I'm saying? He's missed a game or two here and there, but for the most part, he's been in there. And yet, you're not even part of the playoff topic.
It's time. That team has kind of run its course. The Carr, Dennis Allen, DeMar Davis, Cameron Jordan, it's time to blow it up. And
I can't think of a more uninspiring combo than Dennis Allen and Derek Carr.
Yeah, they're for real dumb that they didn't hire like a whatever like the Eagles coordinators last year.
Yeah,
they just stuck with Dennis Allen.
Yep.
Or DeMeco Ryan. They were in the running for DeMeco Ryan. So
I got the Bucs here too, and honestly, if the Bucs play the Eagles in the first round, I'm gonna have a hard time not picking the Bucs.
Bucs are gonna. Yeah, I love the Bucs this year. Yep.
11-4 49ers just looking to really blow off some steam, and they have the right team to do it. The 4-11 Commanders.
Oh my God.
I don't know if Ron's going to make it through this game.
Riverboat Ron might have a heart attack.
They're going to destroy the Commanders.
I don't care who's playing quarterback. The Commanders are about to get roasted both sides. This is about to be bad.
Yeah. We both have the Niners. Very confident.
Yeah.
There. The 8-7 Steelers with, I think, Mason Rudolph at the helm.
Mason Rudolph, baby.
Be taking on the Seahawks at home. Seahawks absolutely need to win this game if they're going to.
Yeah, I have Seattle, but they've fallen so much far out of grace. I don't believe in them, but they're going to win this game.
But a disappointing team. And listen, if we're going to – we like Geno, so we don't talk much crap about him. But if we're going to talk about Derek Carr in a year where a lot of quarterbacks got hurt, still not being able to come to the top, we got to talk about Geno Smith.
Not playing well. Not really living up to that contract that they just gave him.
Yeah. I think you need to – this team has no reason not to be in the conversation with the Lions, Eagles, and Niners.
Defensively, they're bad this year, and offensively, they're not the same.
Yeah.
Put that together, you get an average team, which is what they are.
And it doesn't match the money spent. It doesn't match the perceived talent that's on that roster, and it's a disappointing year. Maybe they can salvage it and make the playoffs here, but that would need to start with a Steelers win, or a win against the Steelers on Sunday. The Chargers, talk about dumpster fires, are going to be taking on the Broncos, which, I don't know how many times they're going to pan over to Russell Wilson on Sunday.
Oh, Russ. I don't want to see it.
I tell you what, he'll handle it well because that's just what he does.
Yep.
Who wants to lose this game worse? I think the Broncos do. I think, you know what? I'm picking the Broncos. I think Chargers win.
Wait, who are you picking?
Sorry, I said that really weird. I think the Broncos are going to win. I think Jared Stidham has a big game. I think Sean Payton finally now goes to the cabinet and picks up his actual playbook.
Yeah. And
says, all right, let me show you. And I think this is a Sean Payton statement game.
Freaking idiot who was on my team. I don't know. This is the real one.
Yeah.
And it's like Shining or something.
Yep.
I picked the Broncos.
Okay, Bengals here 8-7 against the Chiefs 9-6.
Quietly a great game. I have the Chiefs here though.
I glazed over this game when I first looked at the schedule.
I have the Chiefs here.
This is a fun game. Jake Browning
I don't think they fall this far. The Chiefs.
They lost to the Raiders.
Not that losing to the Bengals is a bad thing because you're actually pretty good this year. But I don't think the Chiefs have fallen this far. I think they win this game.
I'll say this. Much like the Eagles, the Chiefs all year, we've been waiting to see the Chiefs that we know and love.
Activate.
All year.
Almost,
yeah. All year.
Yeah.
This week's going to be the week. This week's going to be the week.
Yep.
If this doesn't happen against the Bengals, if you look the same against the Bengals, who defensively can give you a lot of trouble.
Yep.
For this offense that's struggling.
Yep.
Then the Chiefs are just not it this year. And it's time to start thinking they're going to be a first-round checkout.
Yeah.
They'd be a borderline playoff team at that point.
I just don't think that they're going to fall this low.
I think the Bengals are going to win. I think Jake Brown is going in there.
I have the Chiefs.
I got the Bengals. Packers here playing the Vikings, both 7-8. This game looked a lot more fun a couple weeks ago. Now, not as fun.
Yeah, Jared Hall starting for the Vikings.
Yep.
I'll pick Jordan Love.
Jared Hall lasted about 4 plays last game.
I still know what to think of Jordan Love. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's another tough one.
I just don't know if he's good or if he's bad or if he's average. He's always like in the middle of all these kind of categories here.
Yeah.
And I want to believe he throws the ball cool. He's like, he's
the ball cool.
He has moments where you're like, this guy's pretty good. And moments,
but they're the youngest team in the NFL.
Well,
I'm so sick of hearing that.
Yeah, every broadcast, that's the one stat they put in the big bold letters for any broadcast. Let me say this.
Let me help everyone. And next time you hear that, turn to the person next to you and say, by 3 months.
Yeah.
On average, by 3 months.
Yeah.
They're the youngest team in the NFL.
Yeah.
You know who the next one is? The Detroit Lions.
Which are very good.
They're doing very well for a young team. So stop already.
No, but Jordan Love, I'm still up in the air about him, but I think they win this game though.
Yeah, I think they win this game, and Jordan Love is another conversation what they have.
Also, Jair Alexander, we didn't talk about him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's not playing this game. He got suspended for one game.
The most hilarious thing.
So they played the Panthers last week.
Yeah.
He's from Charlotte. So he said to himself, I'm not a captain, but I'm going to be a captain for this game because I'm from Charlotte, and you need to respect that I'm from Charlotte. Then he goes out there and almost calls the wrong thing. He says, I want to kick the ball when you need to say, I want to defer. The refs were like, you need to defer, right? Yeah. Then he says, but like, my boys had my back. My boy, no, they didn't. And now, because of your whatever you thought you were doing, you are missing a game that is a must-win for your team. Like a must-win.
Yeah. Jair Alexander was asked about it after the game, and this is it in his words.
Be a captain, because the team announces the 3 game captains, and you were the 4th, and you called it to us. What happened there?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's only suiting, I don't think Coach knew I was from Charlotte, so.
So you just did that on your own?
I mean, it was like the guys backed me up,
The guys backed me up. Yeah.
You realize you almost made a big mistake on the call, though?
What'd I do?
Where you said we want to go on defense, which in theory they could have said, then you're electing to kick off, which you would have lost the opportunity then to receive in the second half.
Yeah, no, I told them that I said I want our defense to be out there, and they all looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, I mean, it's pretty simple what I said. Like, I want the defense to be out there. They like, you mean defer? I'm like, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Sweet.
Did he say that to you?
Yeah, he did.
Wait. Hold on.
We heard you.
Oh, really? No, he was like defer. I was like, yeah.
The mic was on. What?
Everybody was like, yeah. Everybody was laughing. I'm like, what y'all laughing at? Like, it's pretty obvious what I'm asking.
Okay. That was Jair Alexander being asked about the stunt he pulled on Sunday.
Yeah, awesome.
And,
awesome,
couple
Jair.
things I'll point out. If you haven't seen the clip, go watch it because while he's doing this, the big sunglasses.
Wear some Soldier Boy tell him glasses.
Second thing that stood out to me, those beat reporters for Green Bay are not having it.
No.
They're fed up after a long season.
You could have freaking lost it for us. Listen to me, Jair. Tell the stupid fucking glasses.
They are not letting them off the hook.
No, it was a big. They won. Yeah. But still, what are you doing out there?
It's a clown move. You had to imagine Gutekunst up there in his office,
classic Goot,
seeing that interview and just thinking,
the moment this guy got off the field,
like I send that moron to my office.
Yeah, I want to talk to this
early
guy.
Monday morning.
And then no, I'm from Charlotte.
He sees no problem with what.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what they should know that I'm from Charlotte.
Yeah, I mean, it's a kind of a class clown type move, but the suspension it's a little heavy-handed for.
No, he's been saying stupid stuff all
That's
season.
the thing.
Yeah.
If it's heavy-handed for doing what he did.
Yeah.
But this is more like when the class clown is punished at the end of the year. It's not for something he did that seems like, okay, it's not a big deal. But the teacher's been putting up with his nonsense all year, and
Yeah.
is just sick of it at that point.
At one point, he said that Jordan Love is best quarterback in the NFC, and at one point he said the defense can only do so much. Pick a side, dude, and or how about this? Just shut the hell up, Jair.
Here we go. Yeah.
You're not playing well this year either, dude. He's not the same as he was last year.
That's show for today. I was doing
Yeah. So shout out to Green Bay for
Commercials.
putting up with this moron. But all that being said, I'll take Green Bay.
Okay, that's our show for today. Thanks so much for joining us. Thanks so much for a great 2023.
Oh, man.
As we wrap it up, next time you see us, we're gonna be us of the future, 2024. I think a better version of us.
Yeah. My resolution is to be a better podcaster,
Boom.
better person,
Love it.
and to be a better Bronco fan.
Yeah. Have a great New Year's. Have a safe New Year's.
Stay safe.
And shout out to all of you in your Fantasy Football League championships. Hope
Yep.
you bring home a trophy. Let us know. And shout out to Team BJA7. Don't know your name. And Tits McGee, good buddy of ours, Daniel, in the championship in the Benchwarmers League.
Yep.
Facing off this week. Very excited for you guys as well. Have a great weekend.
Oh man, party if you party. If you don't, stay inside. Get to sleep early. Get a nice 8 hours of rest, baby.
Watch a parade in the morning. However you want to spend it. Have a great time.
Happy New Year, everybody.
See you next year.
Peace.
Bye.